Start. Sir, we have lived our lives in whatever way we have been able to live, but we have to see to the future generations that they grow up as useful citizens and they do their best for the benefit of the country, for the progress of the country, and for the secular and other ideals that we want to inculcate in our constitution. Stop. There are children who have no food, they do not have enough food, they do not have enough clothes, they do not have enough education. Stop. The directive principle of our constitution has directed us that the education of our children should be free and compulsory up to the age of 14. Stop. Now it has been reduced to 11 years. Stop. I would like to know in how many states this is happening. Stop. Even in the most advanced states at the primary school stage, only 78% of the people of school going age have been covered. Stop. The children are not able to go to school. Stop. In my own state, the state government has made it compulsory and free, but the rural children are not able to take advantage of it for two reasons. First, they have to earn their living, and secondly, perhaps they are not especially conscious of going to school. So motivation is required in this, and as my previous speaker has said, the problem would have been much less in all directions if we had paid more attention to our population control program some years back. Stop. Therefore the program has now to be stepped up. Stop. It has to be taken to the villages. Stop. It has to be taken to the areas which are overpopulated, and it has to be taken to the population that is not healthy, that is not able to look after itself, leave alone looking after their children. Stop. Therefore the program of population control is very important, and it should be taken to the villages, to the rural people by all means that is available to us. Stop. Where then I come to adult education. Stop. Our illiteracy rate is very high. Stop. Even in smaller countries like Cuba and Iran, though Iran is not so small country, they have been able to make their people literate up to 78% of their population. Stop. We should take lessons from them. We should devote more time, more attention to this matter. Stop. Voluntary organizations also should come forward, and our center should pay more attention to it so that they can make our people literate in whatever way that is possible in the villages. Stop. It is the village population that is important because we are in a democratic country, and our democracy cannot go on working if the people who are participating in it are not literate, not educated, not conscious of their rights and privileges, and at the same time their duties to themselves and to the community and to the country. Stop. Therefore, I emphasize that the center should pay more attention to education. Stop. Para. You should not allow anybody to be a director of any education department either here or in the states unless he holds three doctorates. Stop. That is the kind of thing, but even officers begin to tell lies. Stop. I will not tolerate even a single person telling lies, and even the directors tell lies. Stop. They see the school and tell lies. Stop. Not only that, their lower officers also tell lies. Stop. That is the type of things that we have. Stop. There is a notorious director of general education in my state who is teaching lies to officers, who says that a school which is running for 15 years is not paying. Stop. I am saying this on the floor of the house. Stop. Then there are any number of such people. Stop. If they are well educated, they will not stoop to low levels. Stop. Supposing one holds 3 or 4 degrees, he will not stoop to low levels because he can go anywhere. Stop. Every university wants to start colleges in every place. Stop. I say for university education up to graduation, let people open any number of colleges, but after graduation, for postgraduate studies and research, there should be only one in every state, or two, or at the most three. Stop. Do not allow every college to have postgraduate teaching and frustrate its funds and frustrate its energies. Stop. I would request the Honorable Minister of Education to kindly see that he appoints a committee of members of Parliament to go into the working of elementary education, high school education, college education, university education, technical education, and adult education in institutions run by government as well as private institutions. Stop. You should not curb the selfless service of private schools and colleges that are rendering great service in this country and saving a lot of money for the government. Stop. Era. Another point want to say is that I have been working for a central government for the south. Stop. Central universities are there only in the north. Stop. For the last 4 years, I have been asking for a central university. Stop. In fact, the then Minister Dr. V.K.R.V. Rao promised to give one. Stop. Now a reasonable person has become minister. Stop. They are going to set up one for a small state like Pondicherry. Stop. I would request the honorable minister to give us first a central university. Stop. I tell you, a central university in Tamil Nadu will be able to give greater service to Pondicherry and to other southern states. Stop. So the central university should be given to us. Stop. Let us honorable minister promise on the floor of the house. Stop. Para. On the question of deterioration in education, quite honestly, I am prepared to accept a blanket charge that there is a deterioration in the quality of education. Stop. What I would concede is that there has been a very vast increase in enrollment at all stages of education, and the extent to which we have been able to balance the increase in enrollment with increase in equipments. Stop.